6 days like that, that's good. Okay, we're going to push south. We can take control of these lines here, we can cut off any reinforcements from this area. And then we can move over here to Galatia. Okay. We are seeing considerable amounts of Germans, that's not good for us. We of course need more men. Good, we actually got over here. Oh, what the hell? Good thing we have controls of the rail. Right, the Montenegrin army. Oh, wow, we actually captured quite a lot. Wow. That's brilliant. That is actually brilliant. Fantastic. Okay, you're activated for a bloody change. That's great. Dig in. Okay, so you're only entrenched at level 1 so far. You are still not yet available. It's not good. That's a lot of enemy forces over there. Okay. Can't make you a commander like that yet, which is a shame. Serbian infantry, yeah. Okay, let's check on our war production, make sure we're not losing. As long as we keep on top of this, then at least we can maintain our current troops. Okay. We are going to need munitions factories. We'll increase the size of the garrisons here. Get some reserves in there. Well, then again, we could just use a militia. How many did you get in the militia? 12,000. Yeah, 12,000, it's just that they get some extra artillery. There you go. At least by having these militias, it increases the effective amount of men that we can garrison and protect our fortresses. And as well, important towns. Okay. not much I can really do. Well, I have more engagement points. So we're going to keep getting ourselves new generals. At least then we'll never lack. Okay, and continue. Oh, dear. I'm quite annoyed that I lost the Western Entente, so that was... it would have been an interesting game. Well, bloody shame. Well, I should have checked on the Western Front as well. I could do with knowing what's going on there. I'm just hoping that the Western Entente will just give them a good show and just keep them busy. If they can take as much attention away from me as possible, that would be fantastic. Serbia is holding out quite nicely. As long as we keep, yes, as long as we keep up our replacements, then we should be quite good. We do have a lot of manpower, actually. We should have more manpower than the Germans do, I'm not too sure, actually. I'll have to check on what our manpower gain is next turn, as we will need to keep that quite high. So the name of the game really is not so much to produce lots and lots of infantry, but mostly to produce... Well, mostly to keep what we have in full fighting condition, and then to produce more and more artillery. But then again, we're going to need more and more artillery factories, so that's going to be interesting balance. And just the sheer fact that we don't gain that much war supply each turn is really going to hurt us. I mean, if I was a crazy man, what I could probably do to try and recover some war supply is maybe in the far-off regions of Russia, maybe destroy some of the rail there, then using the war supply we gained from that in the war effort. I don't know how much you actually gain from that. I imagine it'd probably only be like 1 or something like that. But I suppose it could help us in dire times, so that's a possibility, I suppose. Okay, I'm just hoping that we can destroy the army of Hindenburg while he's weakish. We need to make sure we keep on top of those forces there. We do have the force in, well, the middle of East Prussia. Well, there's 2 forces. So that's, meh. Our offensive into East Prussia hasn't really gone very well. It's gone fairly well in the fact that we'll be able to take the easternmost parts of Germany. But, yeah. They have free reign for the time being. At least if I can try and destroy those tracks, I can cause some damage. That would be lovely. If we can retake Lodz, then I can at least shift my attention elsewhere. And hopefully send some more armies over to the battlefields in East Prussia. Oh dear. Excuse me. It's all about deflecting their blows and inflicting our own blows. We're mostly going for the defensive, to be honest. A little bit of a mix. And an offensive where we can manage it and a defensive where we can't. Well, at least Lodz is holding out. Unless they assault it this turn, it should stay within our hands, which is good for us. Oh, good, we actually destroyed the Rail Elbing. That's great, actually. That's really going to be helpful. That cavalry is probably screwed, but it should retreat. But that should slow down any enemy reinforcement. Well, I say that, and the belligerents cross over there, don't they? Fuck me. So I need to destroy that rail as well. That would be great. If I could get some forces behind the German lines, that would be fantastic. Okay, well, we do have the greatest numerical superiority that we can get at the moment. So we'll go for a wave assault and try and overwhelm the enemy. Wow, that was loud. Okay, so it was just cavalry in there. Somehow we still took a hell of a lot of losses, though. Okay, we are fighting once more. Right, so we have a better... Right, so prepare to withdraw. infantry assault. We'll try the infantry assault then. Good, good. Inflicting those losses on the Austrians is really going to help us. It gives us some nice victories, really. Okay, so the Germans are leaving there. Hindenburg has moved. That's great, actually. If we can fight a general other than Hindenburg, that would be much better. Ooh, they are. Dun, dun, dun. Why is that Austrian force there? Ah. Well, that was expected. Okay. If we can break the rails in Tannenberg, then at least we'll be able to slow down the enemy even further. I don't know how long Belgrade can last. But then again, we are inflicting horrific casualties on the Austrian army. It's just the fact, will they be able to replenish that? Okay. We'll go for the wave assault then. That works usually quite well. Yeah, there we go, fantastic. We need to shift the momentum away from Russia towards Austria and fuck. That's quite irritating. Okay, so there's an Austrian force of 310 strength. That's something we do need to take into account. Is that... fuck me. God, that's so loud. There we go. Ah. Fucking Hindenburg. They do have heavy artillery over here. I really do need to make this army a priority. If I can defeat that army, I can try and steal that super heavy artillery, which will, well, the heavy artillery. It will really help me out. If I can turn the German guns against them, then that's brilliant. Okay. Right, so we've seen another battle then. We'll try mass fire. Good, a Russian victory. Good. Probably lost a hell of a lot more men than I wanted to, but oh well. How the fuck is that? These fucking Austrians. They're getting where Walter can't. Okay, so they put, is that... No, that's not Ivangorod. There's Ivangorod. Oh, the Austrians are actually making a move onto my army that's in the forest. That's a brave move. Foolish, but brave. Okay, our forces haven't apparently made it to Lodz yet, which is surprising. Apparently they've been delayed quite heavily. Oh well. They'll be there in the following turn. Either way, Lodz should be back within our control fairly quickly. Okay, so we'll be there in 3 days. I imagine they were delayed by the sheer amount of traffic. Okay, okay. Right, whoops. Destroy that rail, then head over there. Try and destroy that rail as well. Destroy the rail. Okay, a field hospital. This was captured from Germany. Fantastic. Yeah, we have taken some horrific losses over here. We're still at 70 odd thousand men, so at least that's something. Captured, yeah, Chaos, the field hospital. Oh, bloody hell. We lost some... Well, we took some extreme losses there. Huh. Can I not integrate you? Apparently not. Okay. Hard to catch. 332. Wow, these guys are really quite nice. Okay, so I'll have you head over here. Okay, at least we're back in friendly territory. Okay, I want you to head back into Russian territory, but at least on the way out, try and destroy some of their rails. Okay, so we can go on the offensive here. And then try and force those Austrians back. That's not enough. They can't really do too much damage to that fortress right now. I do need to push onto Lemberg. Okay. They're just regulars. Ah, fuck. Right, they have that, okay. Right, new seniority. Okay. Interesting. Right, the artillery will be done fairly soon. Ooh, that's a large force. Right, we might have a better chance over here. Okay, how goes the Western Front? Brilliant, the French are actually losing. Or at least they've lost territory. The British should be in. Are they actually already in? I think they're in, actually. I hope so. Yes, the British Empire is on our side. Okay. Well, at least if they're extending further into France, that's good for me. Their war plan did involve drawing the Germans in. So if they can draw them in and at least force them into a bad position, that's good for me. Okay. We'll send men over here. We do have... Right, okay, so we gain 71 conscripts per turn, and we gain 89 war supply per turn. That's fairly good. It's okay. It's not the most, but it's okay. The Central Powers has lost 260,000 troops, but we have lost 160,000 ourselves, so not exactly great for us, is it? Okay, Car's Fortress. And yes, these are supply points. They need to be moved over there. Yeah, rails like this and stuff could be gotten rid of. I wish I could move these troops. These troops are really not needed over there. Okay, we have more generals. Yep, generals with stats. That's good for us. Okay. It's just where to deploy them, isn't it? I'll send them to Warsaw, then at least we can use Warsaw as some kind of meeting point. Right, so if we get in 89, then we can at least build some extra troops. This is irritating. Right, at least we have a decent amount of men there. Is he activated yet? For fuck's sake. That's really not good. We're dug into at least level 1, so at least that's something. I don't know how the hell how did they get buyers unless they went through here, which would make sense. Okay, Sarajevo. Taking Sarajevo would be a good step. For the time being, that we just need to hold on to what we've got. Unfortunately, we can't build any other troops. I think I'll build some infantry there. At least it'll give us some reinforcements, and we can afford the war supply this turn, so that's okay. Okay, I need you to head back. You'll head back as well. Okay, that's good. So we gain munitions aid. Ah. They do have quite a lot of rebel alignment already. That's quite useful. We really need the Italians in. Yes, good. Okay. Do we have the opportunity to use any... No, we don't have any options. And we'll check out the options that we do have. Right, available after April 1st, 1915. Eastern Entente gains a one-time bonus of 8 engagement points, 200 conscripts, 200 war supply, and 200 railroad pool. That's really good, actually. Costs 250 state funds, 100 victory points, and 5 engagement points. But that's good. Right. We can try and shift Romania. The Armenian genocide. Okay. Yeah, we really don't have many options. Kerensky. So that would be the provisional government. This event automatically occurs if the Eastern Entente's morale drops below 75 after January 1st, 1915. 25% chance per turn. Eastern Entente gains 5 national morale immediately, but suffers -1% alignment in Russia every turn the Eastern Entente's below. Oof. That's quite bad, so we need to avoid that. We gain some extra morale as a little bit of a buffer, but if we can avoid that entirely, that'd be great. We are doing fairly well on morale at the moment. Yeah, the Western Entente is 89, the Central Powers is at 80. We're doing quite well. We're doing the best in terms of morale. So that's good for us. There we go, if you could stay out, that'd be great. Need more artillery, we need more of everything. Good, we have more artillery. Alright. Where is it going to be needed? That's the thing. We need munition factories. We'll move. Well, we'll build one at Warsaw, then at least we can resupply Warsaw. Hopefully, we can use our fleet over there to some kind of advantage. I'd consider shifting troops from the Caucasus, but I can't. Right, Rostov. I'm trying to find any extra troops. Yeah, we have all these troops locked up in Finland. I'm doing absolutely jack shit. Whoa, no. The Tsar, the Emperor. Oh, the Emperor. We have some Marines, actually. That's well useful. Huh. Maybe in the future, maybe once we have the British fleet at least helping with the German fleet, then we might be able to consider it. Before that, well, what I'm thinking is maybe we try and land some Marines, and then we make a bum rush for Berlin. Yeah, if we could go to Stralsund, then we could try and make a bum rush. Or, probably, yeah, it's either here or here. Either way, it'll be at least so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So probably best here as this is plains and clear. So at least after we travel through the moors, moors are probably easier to travel through. So we could travel through there and try and get to Berlin. And at least doing that, we could try and damage the German war machine quite considerably. Well, I know it's not going to be open, but you know what I mean. If I can destroy any rails along the way, so I should probably better off traveling this way. At least I can try and destroy rails along the way as well, which is very important. Slows down the German war machine, and it costs them time. They have to go repair it. Okay. So, we'll play this last turn, and then I'll bring this session to a close. I don't know how long it's been, actually, but I do have work in a short amount of time, so I'd like to actually get ready. Okay. Oh well. Swings and roundabouts, isn't it, really? I suppose people wanted to see a Russian campaign more than a Western. I'll probably come back to the Western front in another time, well, in the future. I am going to be interested to see how the French strategy works out. I mean, it would be shocking if they actually failed miserably. Well, there is good defensive terrain in France. There's good defensive terrain. It's just the thing is, by allowing the Germans in, they're losing towns and cities. And they're losing conscripts. They're losing war supply from those towns and cities. So it does deprive them of industry. And the vast majority of the French industry is in the north. So if they lose those regions, they could be in for a hell of a beating. Okay. Yeah, I've decided on Warsaw then. We'll definitely turn Warsaw into our munitions production zone. Mostly because it's a port as well. It has a port, so it's going to be even harder to take. It'll last longer. It's a fortress, of course, and it's got a good force there. If we keep a decent garrison around, then at least we'll have something on hand. I'm hoping our fleet does not get wiped out. At least with the British, well, the Royal Navy in the mix as well, at least we'll have some help there, hopefully. It would be good if there was some kind of, like, way to give an objective to one of the allies or something like that. Or if we could ask for help or something like that. Like, try and get the British to send us some kind of resources through the east or something. That'd be great. Okay. These turns do take quite a long time. Well, at least the thing is, most of the fighting is going on German and Austrian territory. So that's good for us. The bloody Austrians somehow managed to get around us in Serbia. I don't even fucking know how they managed that one, but they pulled it off. Alright, little arses. But their supplies will run out in time. They will take a historical attrition, just as I will. So we'll see how things turn out. I'm praying that we can hold out in the north of Eastern Prussia with the 70-odd thousand men we have there. Probably about 100,000 men in total. But if we can hold out there, at least we can resupply, well, rearm, and hopefully push on to Königsberg. And that would be great for us. If we can destroy the rails at Königsberg as well, that'd be better. We destroyed the rails at Elbing, so at least that's going to slow down reinforcements considerably. Okay, that's Austrian heavy artillery. Why the fuck is it there? And more importantly, I really want to capture that artillery. Okay, we're moving into Lodz. It looks as though the Germans are pulling out at Lodz. That's okay. Poznan. Yes, if we can capture their artillery, then that's brilliant. We'll see. Right, so we've seen some German cruisers chasing the Baltic Fleet. We might end up being bloody captured. I mean, it wouldn't matter too much if I lost the Baltic Fleet. Obviously, it's a brilliant tool. But we are... shit. We are heavily outnumbered there. Okay, right. Brusilov. Wave assault. Yeah, that worked fairly well. Good Russian victory. We are taking a lot of losses with Bruzlov. Ah, shit. Oh, fuck, that hurt us pretty badly. Yeah. We lost an armoured cruiser squadron. Okay, well, we know that we can't face the Germans at sea. And that was when we had the advantage. So you can imagine how that could have gone. Wow, by 623, fuck me. That's brilliant. We have the advantage in cavalry and infantry as well. And, yes. Oh, we don't have it in artillery very well. Breakthrough deployment. Increase cavalry frontage and assault combat, but with big penalties to protection from enemy range fire. Use this plan to shake the enemy only if you have lots of cavalry units. We don't really have lots of cavalry. Envelop the flank. We'll try the envelopment then. Oh, that worked really nicely actually. Oh, it failed, but oh well. Yeah, it was countered actually. Oh dear. Well, inflicted good losses on them anyway, so that's good for us. Okay. Trying to break that rail. Well, we've not really taken Lodz because we never lost it, but we've forced the Germans from Lodz, so that's good for us. If we can keep our borders, that's brilliant. I really want that artillery. Really want that artillery. In fucking Eastern Prussia. We are pushing forwards. We are pushing onto the fortresses. Okay, we'll probably see some more battles over in Serbia. Okay. So for the most part, things are they're kind of mixed bag. We're doing okay. We're keeping our morale high. And as long as we protect our objectives and try and bleed the Central Powers dry of their manpower, that's good for us. Right, so we are seeing the Germans moving on one of the fortresses from Eastern Prussia. So at least we can use the forces in Warsaw once they get close enough, or once they're activated to save Warsaw. Okay. That's bloody Austrians. Well, that was always going to happen. But they have escaped. They decide to attack? Why? Really silly. Okay. Right, so they still have that force over there. So that artillery wasn't alone as I hoped for. Oh well. Yeah, we are able to press on Austria quite well, actually. We could probably secure the Carpathians with relative ease. Obviously, we're going to have a hell of a lot of problems trying to hold on to Serbia. Yes, we definitely outnumber them, but still we are defeated. Apparently. I would blame that on the fact of our low cohesion. I really need that artillery. That heavy artillery will be mine. Well, at least the army withdrew in good order. And they should be able to be replenished in that place because of the town. And the supplies there. So that's fine. I can replace those losses and carry on the attack. Really? Really? Wow. I really hope they maintain their position because they fucking inflicted huge losses on the enemy. Okay. What's the damage? Oh good, we have a, right. German forces, Austrian forces. Bloody arses. Okay. We hold control of Lodz again, so that's great for us. Should be able to resupply over there, it's just the fact that we are going to have to try and bloody gather munitions from nowhere. Okay, so the Warsaw forces have become active. That's brilliant. That's going to give us another army to work with. Shit. That's not good. Who else is moving there? Okay. Lodz garrison. Bruzlov will move over to Kolo. to try and provide some support. Ah. Okay. So I need you guys to hold out. Okay, you are actually not an army. That's interesting. Out of range. Oh, good. At least we'll have some extra forces over there. Yep, some extra men as well. Intriguing. Okay, at least our men are properly looked after. Oh, we can't take that then. That's really interesting. We could do with sending these back to a area with munitions. Where the fuck do we produce munitions? Fuck me, really. Are you serious? We produce some munitions there, 1. Apparently we produce some munitions in Riga of 4, so that's probably the best we're going to get. Okay. You can head back to Kovno. This can head over to Riga. And try and resupply them. Oh, this force is now active. Fantastic. I do need more men. Good. Okay. So this force managed to escape. That's great. Can turn it into another army. Only 35,000 men. Okay. We have a good amount of supplies. If we can try and push on the fortresses, that's good. Okay. It's not fallen to our hands yet. We would be able to take Lemberg quite easily, actually. So I'm going to push onto Lemberg. There we go. Well, we've added another 12,000 men to the garrison here, so we have about 24,000 men. So at least that's something. The Baltic fleet needs to escape. evade combat. I could take the cruisers, it's just the other ships. Okay. They're fighting at Verdun. How's the situation in Africa? Yeah, same as usual. Right, at least we're sending some British over here. Yeah, the Brits are in. Okay, we lost one some... Oh, that's right. Okay, I really need you to hold that position. What's this, just supplies? That's a big army. For the love of God, why won't you just activate? Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Okay, so we're going to finish off here then for today, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and do let me know in the comments. So, remember, if you have enjoyed this, you can go ahead and show it. By liking, favoriting, subscribing, and sharing and all that bullshit, blah 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 blah. Comments are definitely taken into account though, so never forget guys, I do read every bloody comment. And yes, they do haunt me at night. Okay guys, I'll see you later then, so thank you for watching, goodbye, and until next time.